What's up, guys? We're here to talk about the new Switch game that led off the Nintendo Direct, Daemon Ex Machina. I'm going to start the trailer here in this video. Hopefully you're watching on youtube.com/ngrradio. We are going to have video portion of this. It's very intricate to our video here, I guess. Ed, talk about this game. This game looked incredible. This is a way to start out with a new game that looks super cool. Big bosses, mech fights. It's awesome.
It has a very Japanese cell shade anime, like a darker anime style with rich colors.
Yeah.
It's like
that's what sticks out the most are the colors, man. Like the cell shading and the rich colors. Oh my gosh, this game looks amazing.
And some people might think of it, because I'm looking at it now, they might think of Attack on Titan in that kind of aesthetic or that kind of gameplay. But this looks more than that. This is like you're going to be fighting some kind of war. And I'm assuming, and this just might be my assumption, I think it's 2-player co-op.
Yeah, because right here in the trailer,
online.
They're showing two mechs fighting a giant city-sized boss.
Yes.
Like there's a red mech and a black mech, and they are very clearly fighting together. So this really makes me think there's going to be co-op.
Yes, and I would love for them to let you be able to customize them, like the colors, like so. It has a treasure feel to it, treasure games. And if anyone has played Sin and Punishment or know about Space Harrier back on the Sega CD, it has that look to it, but it's not that style of gameplay. Like with all the shooting and all the fast attacks and everything, like it looks so good. Like it's like I mentioned, if you guys check out our last video or watch along, it looks like something Suda 51 would make, crossover with Treasure, with a stylish action feel to it, with Armored Core added to it. Like it has just all those things that's just in it, and it's done right in a really stylistic way. And I think nothing here at E3, a lot of stuff is impressive in trailer form, but this looks just like, wow, it pops, and I want to play it.
Yeah, I definitely want to play this too. It's like, man, it like the mechs look super cool. It looks like it kind of has this weird, like, I don't really know how to describe it except for like early 2000s computer animated cartoon style of like, not animation in terms of like what it looks like, but animation in terms of like the movement of the mechs, in terms of like movement of these monsters, where like it's very simple and fluid, but it still looks amazing. Like there's this one part in the trailer where they're like, it shows the mechs skating backwards and strafing at the same time, trying to fight this boss as this big cloud of white smoke comes at them. And it's just like, oh, it's so cool. It is so cool.
And I'm probably gonna look up all the people who they show at the end of the trailer, who's all contributing to making that game. And I'm assuming they're probably anime designers and mech designers. So I want to look up all those names, and probably sometime in the future I'll talk more about them. But yeah, they've got to have
like designing these robots. They've got to have someone that like designs Gundams or something working on this project.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what it looks like. Like I'm not into Gundams at all, but like you recognize a Gundam when you see one, and it's
Yes.
like this is kind of what it looks like. So, man, this boss looks cool. That tank with like the wings on its back, or like this giant like snake thing that's going through. Oh man, it looks so good. This is such a cool. This is such a like. This is a trailer to make your game stand out. Like this is what it. It's so good. It looks so good.
And I hope they have at some parts that is not air combat, but it's ground.
Yeah.
So you could get that stylish action, beat 'em up kind of. Like I would love to see that with like swords and stuff, because the swords look so good. They look cool with that blue, like that Breath of the Wild neon blue. When you get like the Guardian swords and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It looks that, but a little bit brighter, and it fits that color palette.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely has a unique style to it. I can't wait to play this. This was one of the 2 games they announced were coming early 2019. So, Marvelous Studios, first studio, made it Unreal. Another really shocking thing, actually, to this, made it Unreal. Does not look like an Unreal Engine game at all, so that just really shows you the fluidity of that engine and what it can do.
Yes.
Final thoughts, Ed, on this game before we move on?
I can't wait to see more of it. I don't know what the story's going to be, but to me, it's a must-buy.
Yeah, definitely a must-buy for me too. It looks really cool. I hope there's customization. I hope like in a cosmetic and an RPG style sense. I hope there's some kind of cool progression there. I can't wait to play this. Daemon X Machina. What? Sorry.
Last thing, I can't wait to see what the box art is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be something insane. It's probably going to have something like the wireframe stuff that's happening in the trailer. Like, and then just have like the mech on the front, like one of the really colorful mechs on the front to make it stand out. So that's what I'm guessing. But yeah. Daemon X Machina, awesome looking game for Nintendo Switch, coming in 2019. Marvelous Studios. I can't wait. Looks cool. What do you guys think of Marvelous Studios? Remember to subscribe to Nerds Gone Rogue on YouTube, youtube.com/NGRradio and NGRradio.com. If you're listening on our podcast feed, you'll notice that the file is a longer episode. This is our PAL Block episode for the week, so we're going to move into our next game. Stay tuned. If you are watching on YouTube, click the next video. Hey guys, we're back. We're talking about the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna the Golden Country DLC coming this fall on Nintendo Switch for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Ed's joining me, as always.
Hi, everybody.
Ed, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was a game that we were super excited for when it came out. And I feel like...
collection and everything.
Yeah, and I feel like we played it, and then we kind of fell off because so many other great games came out. Yes. And it's a game that we've wanted to be getting back to. And today, on the Nintendo Direct, they announced the Torna Golden Country DLC. The big, looks like a standalone expansion type thing for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like, it requires you to have the game, but you play as different characters. You're going to a new region. You see a new Titan. Like, talk about this. Hit me with this. What do you think of this?
So, I think it's a prelude to how Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has started.
Yeah.
Because we don't really know too much about the Aegis or is it Aegis or Aegis? And we don't know how that war happened. So I think this is going to be taking place a little bit before that all of that came about. Because a lot of the characters that's in Xenoblade Chronicles are not here.
Right.
It's mostly the villains that was in the game. So it looks like it's going to be the characters and their blades.
Yeah.
And there's a conflict that's right there. And somehow that conflict regardless of what it turned out, it's going to lead to on how Xenoblade 2 starts. So I think you're going to get just it's like a prelude, in a sense, to understand why everything is happening. And we'll have new lands. And right now, we don't know what new monsters or planets they'll be on yet. They're still probably working on it. This game is coming out in September, or this DLC will be coming out in September of this year. So
yep, September 14th. I wonder.
Yeah, so,
I mean, we know what's coming October, November, December. Do you think they're going to push this as their big September release? Is this expansion?
they could, yeah. I think they could. And the reason why, because I think if it's around 15 plus hours, and for those who have New Game Plus, this is starting fresh, and they'll probably add New Game Plus for this also. So it'll take them a while, probably a month or two, depending on who all they're trying to level up, all the side missions, all the shops and stuff. Like, there's probably going to be new stuff in this game that's going to make it feel like this could be its own game if they wanted to. But because you bought the season pass, you'll be getting this for free.
Yeah, I wonder if they could almost pack it. You know how they have the Splatoon starter pack and then the Zelda starter pack, and then they just released the Mario plus Rabbids Gold Edition?
Yes.
I wonder if they could repackage Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with the expansion pack as one thing and kind of resell it that way.
They'll probably do it digitally. If they want to do it physical, I think
that's what I'm saying. Is they'll just repackage it. They'll just repackage Xenoblade 2, right? And then in the insert, they'll just stick it'll be like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Gold Edition, and you can download the expansion pass through the insert in the thing, and it wouldn't really cost them any money.
Would you consider it as like a DX version?
Yeah, like the gold, like a Gold Edition. That's what I meant. Yeah, I know, but I mean, but they called the Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle Gold Edition.
Well, Ubisoft mostly calls all their stuff Gold Edition.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to have a conversation. I'm sorry.
I know. But yeah, I can see that happening. It will still provide good sales for them, and for those who bought the game in the DLC, they're getting it like automatically, and people who are buying the game then and there, it'll probably be like $70. They'll probably I say they probably offer it cheaper, like the main game a little bit cheaper, digitally, and then add the DLC like $20 or something to make it still a $60 purchase. Or if people who bought the game and then recognize that you bought it like a physical version, and you don't have the DLC, maybe it'll be like $14.99, something like that, separate, if they want to charge it like that. If they said that you have to buy the season pass, then you'll just have to buy the season pass.
I mean, that's still $25. That's not a terrible deal for a light RPG experience. And I say if they decide to do some kind of edition like this, I say $70 for a physical version. If you want it, like it'll be that one DLC, but if you want the next one, you have to buy it separately. Yeah, but I think this DLC looks cool. I think this new protagonist you're playing as looks pretty cool. I think learning about the bad guys from the beginning of the game, I think that learning about them is a cool idea for a story. So yeah, I think it looks cool. I still want to get back to Xenoblade. I still want to power through it and figure out what's happening in that game. Any final thoughts on Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna Golden Country DLC, Ed?
I think I'm gonna wait till all the DLC come out, but it does look beautiful, and hopefully there's a mini direct for it. and they show more gameplay, like environments and weapons and what you'll be doing in the game. So for me, I'm definitely gonna wait it because I do want to beat the game and I want to get I might buy the whole DLC. I mean season pass and get everything once everything drops.
Yeah.
Once they like finalize it.
Yeah. Looks cool. So, anyways, guys, let us know what you think of Torna, the Golden Country for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. If you're listening on our podcast feed through the POW Block podcast feed, stay tuned. We're going to talk about Let's Go Pokemon, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee next, and more games to come. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, click the next video. But if you're listening on Nintendo POW Block, because this is the podcast for this week, stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Bye, Eric.
Welcome back, everyone, to Nintendo POW Block and our breakdown of each game here on the E3 Showcase 2018 for Nintendo. Corey and Ed here. We are going to talk about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Ed, I have a lot of thoughts on this game, and the more I think about it, the more excited I get, except I'm still a little bit confused about this, but by the way, if you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, you're seeing the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee trailer that they initially released for the reveal last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't know, sometime a while ago. Yeah. You're watching that right now because I couldn't find what was in the E3 thing, but mostly because I think they're doing it for Treehouse. They played a significant chunk in Treehouse, which is what I really want to talk about. I'm going to start because I have a lot of good thoughts on this game.
Okay.
As you know, Ed, I'm about to become a father. I don't have a lot of time to dive into a full-on Pokemon game, right?
Yes.
So, man, this energy drink, I gotta stop drinking those. They just make me all kinds of gassy everywhere. This game, I think, is really interesting for someone like me who hasn't played Pokemon in a while, but has always been interested in getting back into Pokemon. And, I've said this on POW Block a lot recently, but, I really think that this is the game that's going to draw me back in. And, they explained how leveling up works today. They explained how trainer battles and gyms are going to work today, which was good. Trainer battles and gyms are going to work pretty much like proper Pokemon games. There is a traditional battle screen. There is a traditional move set for your Pokemon. But the way they described leveling up, and I was a little bit confused at first, but then they went back and kind of explained it. To level up your Pokemon, all of your Pokemon gain experience. It's pretty much automatic experience share from previous Pokemon games. But when you catch a Pokemon, you gain experience for the rest of your party.
Yes.
And then you can, there's a mechanic in Pokemon Go where if you catch multiple ones, you can, it's almost like Destiny infusing, where, you can, do something to this Pokemon to get candy for your new Pokemon, for the previous Pokemon, right?
Uh-huh.
And so, that's how leveling works in the game, and I think that's a really smart idea, especially for people who have been playing Pokemon Go for a long time and know that mechanic. This is just an easier transition for them as well. And that kind of gets me excited because, sometimes battling can be frustrating. Getting the right team together is frustrating. But I still think, the battling and stuff is cool. So, what are your thoughts on this? I'm actually really excited for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
I'm excited for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I don't play Pokemon Go. Excuse me. And so this one would be kind of in my my first play into this world. I think it's fitting for Switch. And I want to see how, collecting and doing battles and stuff, and hopefully get some ideas of what I can expect for traditional or the next actual main Pokemon game. Uh, I think I'm going to be playing this a lot.
Hmm.
And I know for me, it's gonna be like, okay, let me make sure that I got all my boxes checked. Um, that I got all that Pokemon from that region. It's gonna be pouring a lot of hours of my time, of my downtime when I'm not recording or writing or doing anything like that. I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, let me catch these Pokemon in this region. Okay, I got them all. Let me level up. Let me fight. I wonder though if when you use your Pokeball and you take it on the go with your Pokemon, do you also level up that way too?
It's the same. It's the same as Pokemon Go, where like that uh, whatever that thing is that came out last year for it, the
Uh,
Pokewalker or whatever. You
yeah,
can store a Pokemon in there and walk it, or like a lot of people like would store a Pokemon in there and you could walk it, and that would make it gain experience as well.
yes.
So I think this does the same type of thing, but I'm not 100% sure how it works. I haven't played Pokemon Go in a long time. I only played it for like a week and a half just because it was interesting, but it's not like a great game by any stretch. Uh, I think it's cool though because like you can have the Pokeball like sitting on your desk and it will make sounds and rumble and stuff because it'll have a
Yes.
Pokemon in it. Uh, I think that it's a cool little accessory. The one thing is though, everyone comes with Mew, but does that mean that's the only way you can get Mew?
I think so.
Which is kind of, I don't know,
Well,
whatever.
don't forget, I think in the original Pokemon that you fought Mewtwo, you never came across Mew. So,
Right.
um, I think it's cool. It's a nice bonus for people who are picking up the Poke Plus or the Pokeball. Definitely with me, I think with my upcoming job that because I'll be doing a lot of walking, having that on me to level up my Pokemon would just do just wonders for me.
Hmm.
Especially if I catch the fish that everybody don't care for,
Magikarp.
Magikarp. Uh, if my walking makes him level up quick so he could evolve, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah. Uh, with that said, like I like how you can have like your companion Pokemon and
Mhm.
your another Pokemon follow you. Like they're showing, they were showing today on Treehouse. Pikachu is riding on your shoulder and Eevee rides on your head. But they were playing Pikachu,
Yes.
and Pikachu was like chilling on your shoulder, and then they had a Charmander just walking behind him, and like it was cool because they were describing different techniques of the game where like there's gonna be like you may find a small Charizard who's faster and can evade like moves more, but he's not as strong. Or you can find this big Charizard or Charmander. Sorry, did I say Charizard? I meant Charmander. And like his moves will be more powerful because he's bigger, but he's not as fast, so he can't evade quick enough. And like I thought that was a
Yeah.
really cool kind of switch up to the mechanics because like that's not really something you think about. Oh, Pokemon are probably different sizes as well, you know? And so like I think
Yeah.
that's cool that their stats in the game vary on their size, not just their type or which Pokemon they are. So I thought that was really really cool that you could have like this really small Charmander who's really fast and can evade every attack, but it takes longer to uh, use their moves and does less damage. Or you could just have this giant Charmander that like has all these huge like moves and stuff, but can't dodge for crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
Oh,
go ahead, Corey.
I was just gonna say it. Like, it reminds me of when, like, in the original run of the anime, like Ash was using Pikachu against Raichu, and Raichu was so much bigger, and then they had to figure out how to take down this big, strong Raichu, and like Pikachu had to learn all these quick moves, like quick attack and
Yeah.
and stuff. I thought that was cool. Kind of reminded me of
I
that.
love I love Raichu. I actually evolve my Pikachu to Raichu. I never kept them as the same. Just
Yeah.
like you're going to evolve.
Yeah. Well, in yellow, like your original Pikachu would not let you evolve him, but like you could do it in blue and red, and then trade a Pikachu over and evolve it. But and that said, like another mechanic of the game is Pikachu or Eevee can't evolve in these games. You have to find more Eevee and more Pikachus to evolve them.
Which is weird because Eevee,
That's like the whole point of catching Eevee is to have like multiple versions.
Yeah.
But
I understand they're trying to keep them. You know, this is like your road dog, like your homie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Final thoughts on Let's Go. Are you excited? Is this type of Pokemon game going to excite you, or are you more excited for 2018 or 2019?
I'm more excited for 2019, but like I said, I am going to pick this game up, and I'm getting the EV edition.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably end up getting both. Like, I'll probably get Pikachu later on, but I've used Pikachu enough in a lot of the Pokemon main games. So, and I don't really use Eevee that much, so I'm gonna give Eevee that fair shake.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm, like I said, I'm kind of excited because this is like clearly the Pokemon we kind of grew up on. So like,
Yes.
it gets me excited to like go back in this world and explore it, and in a simpler way than like having to like, oh man, I gotta walk through this grass. I'm gonna fight like 47 Pidgeys again. You know, like that gets me excited that I can explore this world without having to like worry about random battles or anything, and I can kind of do it at my leisure. So,
Yes.
Anyways, what do you guys think about Pokemon Let's Go? Are you excited? Remember, if you're watching on Twitch, we're continuing our live stream here, breaking down these games. If you're watching on YouTube, stick around, subscribe. There's more videos on the way. If you're listening to this week's Nintendo Power Block, stay tuned. Ed and I will be right back for more games.
Bye, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody. Corey and Ed here to talk about Super Mario Party. The surprise, I think the biggest surprise, not necessarily in terms of hype, but the biggest surprise of the show, because we didn't think Mario Party was coming this fast.
Yeah. Can I say this before we get into this conversation?
Uh-oh.
I think because they put adults into this and them having fun and challenging them, this game sold and appealed to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's going to sell to kids.
Yeah. You know how many people I've heard, like, after even like working in a restaurant for a long time, and like even now at points where like all these younger people who grew up, like their first consoles were like N64 and GameCube, have been talking about Switch Mario parties. Like, how cool would it be to have Mario Party on the Switch, but more like the GameCube ones or more like the N64 ones. And like, it looks very clearly like that's what we're getting.
Yes.
So
still 4-player screen, split screen on the TV. I'm assuming, and probably on the Switch itself when you're undocked. But this looks so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sure. Oh my gosh, this game looks amazing.
And for some adults, some people are going to be literally drunk. They're going to make a drinking game.
Oh yeah.
Like if you come in 4th place, you have to drink.
Yeah. This is going to be some college nightmare for sure.
Like, see, like 4 drunk people doing the little tricycle thing going on like this, and it's weird because with them doing it like that, I envision being on a small tricycle doing this. It's like in the game, it's so funny to see.
Oh my gosh, that tricycle game looks annoying as crap and hilarious, and something I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yes. One of the very cool things, and me and Corey was talking about this during the presentation, that you could connect 2 switches, and you're looking top down at them. And the way that you set up could be up to who to the finish. Everybody that agrees on it, you swipe on both of them, it recognizes and it connects.
Yeah.
And so now you're in tanks trying to use that map that you did to hit different people.
Yeah. I like,
So,
man, I think it's cool that they're like, clearly, and this is a good time to talk about this too because it's happening on screen right now. The like having the two Switch screens sitting next to each other, that like you can actually see them positioning the screen to make a board, and then like after everybody kind of agrees that's where it's going, like you said, you swipe, they connect, and then the tanks do battle, and it's so cool looking. Like,
yeah, and it looks like what they showed in here. A lot of people teamed up, so that when you're doing double teams, you get to do that. It might be for some single player stuff on the go if you care to do that also. Don't know how that part will work when it's docked. Like if you can move the screen around or you just gotta take what it is. We don't know that part yet, but I kind of want to see how I think what they took from the demo of that the Switch game, what to Switch. I wonder if they took some ideas from that and put it in this game.
mm-hmm.
You know, and how if those mini games is stuff gonna work for it.
Yeah.
Cause there's one section like they're like, okay, this is how we're gonna do. Like y'all talking to each other, and the other group just like, okay, and it looked like Mario Baseball that they're playing.
Yeah. It was so cool.
So I think there's I don't know how many mini games are on it, but I think there's going to be a lot of cool ideas, and I think it's going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when it's going to come out. I think it would be a good holiday game for this year, but
What,
if it's
Mario
not
Party?
ready, yeah.
It's coming out October 5th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they said that at the end of the trailer. It was real quick though, so maybe you missed it, but
I might
yeah,
have missed it.
It is coming. So yeah, man, it's super cool, man. I think this Mario Party is gonna kill. I think this is a return to form. This is what everybody wants. Renaming it Super Mario Party instead of like Mario Party 11, getting away from the numbers, like kind of almost rebranding it and showing it. And it looks like it's running super smooth too, like at 60 frames a second. Like it looks super smooth, and you know the mini games look fun. This is a return to form to Mario Party, and I think this is what everybody wanted. And I was watching the Giant Bomb stream a little bit today too, and like they do and this is more like Dan Reichert's thing than Giant Bomb thing, because he did it when he was at Game Informer too. He called it Mario Party, and they play a 50-turn round of Mario Party, and it takes like 4 hours. This looks like something that they're going to be doing something soon with it, and it's going to be hilarious. If anybody out there, like, even if you're not a fan of Giant Bomb, look up Mario Party because it's funny. It is so funny. Because they're all like disgusted of Mario Party after like 10 turns, and they realize they have 40 more turns. There's literally one point where like they've done like 10 turns, and after every 10 turns it reminds you how many turns you have left, and they're literally on their 9th turn. They're like, we're probably like halfway through, right? And then it says 40 more turns, and they just all let out this harmonious groan. It's hilarious. It's so funny. Please watch Mario Party. I hope this game is online too, so we can do some because I would like to do something like that with you and Jesse and maybe Matt or Moose or Jason or something.
NGR Party,
Super Nerd Party. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Oh my gosh. By the way, we need to get Jason on here. I see it in the chat. Yeah, we need to get Jason on Pal Block at some point. But final thoughts on Super Mario Party.
I'm ready to get this game.
I'm so hyped for this game. I
want to play this definitely on Christmas with my nieces and my mom and my sister, and I want to crack up, but I literally want to play this online with you guys. hopefully in the future I could come down and replay it. And just have literally the most, like, I would love to see this at cons and see videos of this of people just being foolish
Yeah.
and stuff,
Yeah.
but having fun. So
Yeah, it looks great. It looks like they're adding a few new characters too. Bowser's playable. It looks like a Goomba. You can play as a Goomba. Daisy's here, so like Dry Bones, Diddy Kong, like it just looks like the whole gang is here. It looks awesome. So,
yes.
what do you guys think of Super Mario Party? Are you excited? Are you gonna make a drinking game out of it? Remember, don't drink unless you're 21. Gotta say that. Anyways, what do you guys think of Super Mario Party? Remember, if you're watching live on Twitch, stay tuned. We're coming back with more games. If you're watching this video on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for more videos. Just click on the next video. And if you're listening to this through Powerblock, stay tuned. Ed and I will be right back.
Bye, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody, to Powerblock's breakdown of Nintendo's E3 2018 content, trailers, showings. Right now, we're about to talk about my personal most excited game. That was really bad English. The game I'm most excited about that they showed off today. Fire Emblem Three Houses got a release window and a title and a new trailer and an amazing soundtrack. Oh my gosh. Ed's with me, obviously, if you're still watching. Ed, this game looks fantastic.
This is going in a different direction. It's not 101. It's you and a crowd of people fighting. It looks like it's still 101, but they added
It's
a
like
crew with you, like armies.
Yeah.
Soldiers with you.
Oh man, there's that. Go away. Keep video on, dude. I hate when Skype does that. Sorry, everybody. Skype likes to have bad connection when we're recording, and only when we're recording. But
yes.
Anyways, back to this trailer. Continue. I'm sorry, Ed. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, so they're probably still gonna have the traditional Fire Emblem mechanics that you know, but it looks like it's going in a new direction. We don't know what the story is, but the animation is phenomenal. It's just great quality. When Corey says that phenomenal soundtrack, it's very orchestrated, but then it goes into like this dance kind of pop sound, and it's just like, this sounds so good.
It almost reminded me a little bit, and I wonder if they took a little bit of like influence from Tokyo Mirage Sessions from the Wii U. Like towards the end of it, like that's kind of what it reminded me of a little bit. Was that?
Yeah. I don't know if the same vocal singer, the female, I don't know if it's the same one that does the Mario Odyssey song. It kind of almost sounded like it, but I don't know. She sounded fantastic. Like, oh, I gotta get the soundtrack. And hopefully Nintendo puts it like on iTunes or something, cause it just sounds so good. And I cannot wait to see more. Now, some people might not be impressed on it, but because I think it's still in development, I think they're gonna brush up on a lot of things, and it'll be out next year, sometime, probably February or March, next year. I would love to see it probably get like an April release if nothing's there for April.
Yeah. For me, like, this game it looks like everything that I really want from what is happening? Where's my Fire Emblem stuff? Oh, okay. I was a little bit confused. I was like, why is the trailer not playing when it's over? So yeah, man, I think that this was just everything I wanted from Fire Emblem. Like, It has the cool kind of like dungeon crawly aspects from Shadows of Valencia. It has the
Mm-hmm.
giant looking army type things like look from Fire Emblem Warriors, where and you're not even really like controlling them, but like you're kind of looks like you're controlling the leaders of the armies, and then as you move them closer, like it'll have this really cool animation where like the armies spread out and it shows your armies fighting their armies when you go to attack, which is really cool. Like it looks fantastic, and the art style they chose looks really awesome. Seeing like the flying horses swoop in with the armies running at the other armies, like
Yeah.
it's like it's very cinematic and very like just powerful. It's awesome. It's everything I wanted in a Fire Emblem game.
I do like the part where one of your characters is asking you what they should work on, and you tell them should they do their sword battle or their axe battle. So they might have like uh multiple weapons that they could acquire, and you it's up to you to decide on how they should which one they should be better at. So, there's going to probably be a lot of choices in here. How the level up system is going to work, I don't know yet. I think they were just focused, giving us an idea of where they're going to go with this. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be good. Now, because it's called Three Houses, we don't know if there's going to be three versions of the same game, or if there's going to be one game and there's three factions that you pick.
Yeah, I don't want that at all. uh, I don't. I mean, like, well, oh, you mean like to pick between the factions and your story changes depending on what faction you choose? Kind of like,
Yes.
yeah, I would be okay with that as if it's like Fates, but you don't have to buy all three games to figure it out. Like, I'm totally
Yeah.
cool with that. But if you have to buy like three versions of the game, I would be that would just be really upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. That would just be
Yeah.
upsetting. So
Or I think they could still make three versions, but but it's just different. Um, and maybe like bonus attributes depending on which family that you pick. Each game has all three factions in it, but the version that you pick will have a better advantage than everybody.
yeah, yeah. So
Like there's at least some kind of bonus. If not, then just have one game with the three factions, and you all are equal and gotta work to, you know,
yeah,
win the game.
yeah, definitely. I this is the game of E3. Like this is the game of Nintendo's conference for me. This is the game I'm most excited for. I cannot wait for Fire Emblem. When this game comes out, we gotta have Ray on because he's obsessed with Fire Emblem just as much as I am. Like it's just gonna be awesome. So
Do you think? Do you before we go? Do you think they could have online where your faction battles another faction,
they could.
and
That would be smart.
and you and you could kill like permanently kill their faction like family members, or not family members, but some of their characters,
I mean that
and that
would not
reflects
surprise me.
that that permadeath reflects like if you both decide to risk it all, you guys put permadeath as the result, and whoever dies gets it shows up like in your main game if you're continuing the quest.
Yeah, I mean that would not surprise me at one bit if they did that. Uh, but I'm super excited for this. I cannot wait for this. I hope everybody is just as excited as I am because Fire Emblem has quickly become one of Nintendo's powerhouse franchises, at least on 3DS.
Yes.
And to see that success carry over to the Switch would be awesome. So I'm really interested to find out more about this. I'm sure we'll see it in some sort of direct at the end of the year. So everybody, what do you guys think of Fire Emblem Three Houses? Are you excited? Do you think it looks cool? What do you want from this Fire Emblem? Do you want more Fire Emblem? If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. We're going to talk about more games here. If you're watching on YouTube, stay tuned for the next video. If you're watching Nintendo Power Block, if you're listening to Nintendo Power Block or watching it, stay tuned because we have more games to talk about.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody, to Nerds Gone Rogue's Nintendo Power Block breakdown of E3 2018 here on youtube.com/NGRradio and live on Twitch, twitch.tv/NGRradio. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for downloading on Power Block RSS feed on podcast services everywhere. Ed, we're covering 4 games in this segment. Just because they weren't as big. Just because they weren't as big of a production, not that these games aren't big for somebody, but just because, like, in the Direct, they kind of went, like, boom, 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 boom. So, the first game we're gonna talk about, no big surprise here, right? Fortnite, for Switch, available now, available right after the conference was over. I already downloaded it on my Switch. Excited for Fortnite. We've been playing it for Royale with Cheese, and we're going to try to do some crossplay stuff with it. We're going to try to see if it works, first of all. They're turning that crossplay on Thursday. They confirmed in Treehouse. Before I get your reactions, there was some news that came out. Voice chat is available, and you can plug it straight into the headphone jack on Switch and voice chat with your party. No app for the phone. No dongle dangle bangle berries. Plug it straight into your Switch and talk to your team. How excited are you for Fortnite on Switch?
I'm not very excited. It's good that it did get confirmed. People are party playing it. I want to see how it does and what people's reactions are to it. So I'm definitely gonna wait till the crossplay part go live. But I'm excited to see it come, and we'll see. Maybe Nintendo might learn from this, and Splatoon might get an update, and they might go to Epic and be like, "Oh, how did you guys do this?" Excuse me about that, and fix it and update it where all the dangle stuff does not need it. Because Nintendo's not technical savvy when it comes to online to chat. We know that
they aren't. What? Sorry.
But I think they could learn. I think they could learn from Epic, and if Epic is willing to work with Nintendo to get it to have a better online service, online chat thing, then yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for Fortnite just because it's a game that if I have 10 or 15 minutes, I don't have to load up my Xbox. I don't have to load into the game. I can just turn on my Switch real quick, sit on the couch, play a couple games, boom, done.
Yes.
Fortnite, obviously, you've probably played it. You're probably one of the 100 million people who've played it on some sort of device by now. So check it out. Download it for free now. It is just Battle Royale. Right now, but it is fully cross-play with everything except for PlayStation 4. So Epic made it quite clear on Treehouse that was their decision, not Epic's. So, which is true for a lot of multiplayer games. So, okay, Ed, the next game on our list is Overcooked 2.
I see the gameplay of this on Treehouse Live, and I gotta buy it Overcooked. And I gotta buy this game. It looks so good. It's so funny.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it's taking a lot weirder steps than the first one did. They added new mechanics like tossing ingredients over, new worlds that you can explore, and they actually made like this world map. It looks like that you can traverse across and take on different kitchens and new recipes and stuff. Looks like great multiplayer mayhem. I was gonna try to maybe get the first one, but I think I'm gonna wait for the second one because it's so close and I would just rather play the new one. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
it's not like a game I need to play the first one to understand the second one. So it looks cool though. It looks like something my wife would play with me. To be honest with you, so and it would be pretty simple because you can play with just the Joy-Cons. So
Yeah, I wonder if you can play with one player, or like if it's a single campaign for it.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe like one Joy-Con controls one character and the other Joy-Con controls the other. Maybe, I don't know. But that's out August 7th. Really excited to try that out. The next game on our list is the one a lot of people seem to be really excited for. Killer Queen Black. The popular arcade game has been remade from the ground up for Nintendo Switch and Steam, coming first to those platforms. 4v4, crazy action. What do you think about this? This is not what I thought this game looked like at all when people started talking about it.
When I seen it, I was like, "Oh, this is cool," but it doesn't interest me in playing. There's just something about it. I'm just like, this. I don't know. This feels like still sloppy. Like nothing about it just interests me. Like it didn't catch my eye. So, but if it's fun and people enjoy this game, glad that it's coming to Switch. I do like the title. I do like how the design of the title look. I think that would be a cool T-shirt or a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
To have that print on it. But as for the game itself, not for me.
Yeah. The final game that we're talking about this segment is probably the one that most people are excited for. Also out right now, Hollow Knight for Switch. It includes all previously released DLC, and it's out now. And I'm sure Larry about crapped his pants when he found out that this was out right now. What do you think about Hollow Knight, Ed?
I'm glad that it's on Switch finally. I know they was gonna make a announcement of the release date, and they couldn't soon announce anything. I think Nintendo contacted them and said that, hey, we want your game in our Nintendo Direct for E3, and we want you guys, if your game is good to go, we want to make it available for the players. So I think they work with Nintendo to do something very big with it, because it is a big game. Happy that it's out. People are picked it up and are playing it. We'll probably see some reviews for it coming soon. But yeah, I'm like, this is big. We already talked about the summer of Nindy games started up, and some great physical first and third party games coming to Nintendo have started, and this is just on the ball, continue to roll. So I'm happy. I'll probably pick it up a little bit later down in the road. I just got too much to play.
Yeah. The only thing, this is, some of this game is procedurally generated, correct? This is like one of those roguelike kind of procedurally generated things, or is it just a straight up platformer?
It's a Metroidvania style game.
Okay. Is it procedurally generated? Do you know any of it?
Not really.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Because that's like the type of stuff that really turns me off of games. But what do you guys think about these games? Are you excited for any of them? Obviously, Fortnite is going to be big. I think Hollow Knight's going to be pretty big. Overcooked looks like a really cool, fun multiplayer game. And then Killer Queen, it's probably going to be one of those party games that it's either hit or miss. It sounds like you do need 8 players to play the game. So, but, I mean, all these games look fantastic. I'm glad indies are being supported. I'm glad some of these bigger titles are making their way over to Switch as well. What do you guys think? Are you going to be getting any of them? Did you download Fortnite today afterwards? Yeah, I don't know. If you're watching live on Twitch, stay tuned. We've got more Nintendo to talk about coming up. If you're watching on YouTube, click the next video. If you're listening on Palblock, we will be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to Nintendo Palblock and Nerds Gone Rogue breakdown of Nintendo's E3 2018. About to talk about some Octopath Traveler news. Ed, got
Yes.
another cool trailer for Octopath Traveler. Very excited for this game. But more importantly, they actually just kind of delivered some cool news for this game, where there's going to be a demo on the eShop on June 14th that you can play, and your progress carries over to the game. How exciting is that?
Super exciting. The game will be out in less than a month. So I'm probably gonna be grinding like crazy for this. I want to see all the characters. I want to see who's gonna be in this demo and what I'm going to be doing, so I can start writing them up. And so when I get the game, I could just jump in and be ready to go. Be like, yeah, I got this character up. They're not beating my tail. So I'm super excited for this. Cannot wait for this game. I think ever since we played the first demo, and hopefully that first demo also carries over into like the final game. But I'm super happy. I'm going to have a lot to play. Dude, that's crazy. So Fortnite crossplay starts that Thursday, and that demo is dropping.
Yeah.
And then probably whatever eShop. Then you got Hollow Knight that's already online. You got Fallout Shelter that was announced Sunday that's on the eShop. Like, there's some great stuff that's on the eShop right now, and that's coming Thursday. And we don't even know about sales and discounts and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, Octopath Traveler is a game we've been talking about since last January when they debuted it. That first demo was freaking amazing. This game is going to be one of the best-selling RPGs on Switch by far, I think. Not to say anything else about like I Am Setsuna or Lost Sphere or anything, but this game knocks all of it out of the water.
Yes.
This is a game I want to dive into. It's from the Bravely Default guys. If you are a fan of those games and never really looked into this game, I think this is one of the few kind of meaty JRPGs that's going to sell systems based on its looks. A lot of people think JRPGs are cool to add to their library after their big kind of like meaty first-party experiences or some of these other games, and then they have JRPGs to fill out their library.
Yes.
I really feel like this is going to be a game that sells systems.
Yes, it's a great summer game for people who are traveling. A great game if you're getting a Switch, and if you get a game like this, you're gonna have so much fun with it. And people are turning it into their RPG system and their portable system. For some people, I consider it as my just regular console with portability to it. And yeah, this game blew everybody away when they seen it, and when people got their hands on it. The feedback that Square Enix got, it's going to probably be in this demo, and it guaranteed them that people will be buying this game. So I just hope that at least it sells 1 million or even 500,000 copies.
Oh, it's going to sell more than that. I guarantee it. I feel like even people that aren't into everything on the Switch, like, they're going to look at this and see, oh my gosh, this reminds me of the JRPGs I used to play on Super Nintendo. I want to get this game so much. I think it's going to appeal to that crowd too. I really think that this game is going to just do bonkers. I really do. And then it has that really cool collector's edition. If you can find it, good luck. But yeah, that demo's coming out. Remember, you can play it, and it carries your progress over. What do you guys think of Octopath Traveler? Do you think we're giving this too much praise, not enough praise? The art style is freaking amazing. The characters are awesome. What we've played as and what they've shown off looks really cool. I want to see how this story unfolds. What do you guys think of Octopath Traveler? Ed, and any final things on this game? Like, I just want this game to be out right now.
It's a must-have. It's like on my list to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So let us know what you think. Leave a comment. If you're watching live on Twitch, stay tuned. We've got more games to cover. We're about to cover that big highlight reel. If you're watching on YouTube, click the next video. Like, subscribe, and share. YouTube.com/NGRradio. if you're listening on Pow Block, stay tuned because we're going to be right back.
Yes.
Welcome back, everybody, to Nerds Gone Rogue and Nintendo Pow Block's breakdown of Nintendo's E3 2018. In the middle of this presentation, kind of right after the big kind of meaty announcements and trailers and stuff, and right before the Smash stuff, which, you know, this is going to be the last segment of our show here today, they showed off a highlight reel of games that are coming, expansions, stuff like that. Yeah, man, it's just, there's so many games in this highlight reel. I'm going to list off the games that were announced, and we're just going to talk about the highlights for us because, you know, there's a lot of games in there that, you know, maybe our audience isn't into or you know, just not that interested in. So I'm going to run down this list, and then we'll hit our highlights. Starlink Battle for Atlas, a lot of it was shown off at the Ubisoft conference yesterday. They did do a Star Fox crossover, which got me excited for this game. Arena of Valor, the Minecraft update in June is coming for crossplay and all that stuff. Play Together update. Mario plus Rabbids Donkey Kong Adventure. Ark Survival Evolved. Just Dance 2019. Dragon Ball Fighters.
That's a big one right there. Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, that is a big one.
And we know that they said that they didn't have no plans for the Switch version, but I think once they finished the game, they started working on the Switch version, trying to get it to work and stuff. Yeah. So hopefully, it's crossplay with Xbox One, and we should see how if they're going to get all the updates and DLC that's coming to the other systems. So it will be good to see that. Yeah.
Ark Survival Evolved and PixARK. I did say Ark earlier, but it's PixARK, which is the spin-off game. The Octo expansion, Captain Toad, Crash, Insane Trilogy, Ninjala, which is coming next summer, Carcassonne, which is a board game, and a bunch of other popular board games are also coming that Nintendo said later. FIFA 18's World Cup update and the FIFA 19 coming this year. Wasteland 2, which was a big one.
That was big.
They showed off Paladins, which is out already. The Founders Pack is $30. Dark Souls Remastered, which, you know, now that we kind of think about it, might be their August or September game for this fall. SNK Heroines, which is another game coming this fall. The Wolfenstein 2 coming later this month. The World Ends With You, which is another game that they might be positioning this fall to pad out their lineup.
That's going to be big. So if it could come out September or October, it won't get missed. If they could get it on a day that no big game is releasing, people will buy that game.
Yeah, I forgot that game was coming. Honestly, like this fall. I think, you know, with Mario Party and Smash and Pokemon, they could use Dark Souls, The World Ends With You, and Dragon Ball Fighters to pad out their fall.
Yeah, and that was the weird thing about the Square Enix presentation, that they didn't have The World Ends With You. I thought that would have been a good time for that to be in that showcase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That game, I think, is going to be something really popular. So there's a lot of a lot of third party to help pad out that fall and winter. I wasn't really thinking about third party. I was thinking more Nintendo's first party. But if they can position third party games around their first party games, they've got like 6 or 7 huge titles. You know, plus Mega Man 11 comes out in October, which they showed, and Mario Tennis Aces rounded out the highlight reel here. So if we talk about their fall, you're looking at Mega Man 11, World Ends With You, Dark Souls, Dragon Ball Fighters, and then, of course, Smash, Mario Party, and Pokemon. That's a huge fall lineup, man. That is a big fall
Yeah.
lineup.
To combat Call of Duty, Battlefield, Red Dead, those games on their own are complementary, and that's good because people will pick them up, and that just adds
Oh,
sales. Even if
I
they're in
missed
a
one
rush.
for August. Monster Hunter is coming in August. Was also in this highlight reel. I missed it.
See, and the thing about this, and the thing about August, that's Nintendo's pack February.
Mm-hmm.
Dead Cells, Monster Hunter. What else that's big is coming out? There was like two other games for August coming out.
Yeah, there's a few, not like major titles, but big in terms
Yeah.
of like, oh, that's a game I want on Switch, so maybe I'll get it in August.
Right.
Plus
and because people,
Starlink,
oh,
they're positioning Starlink as theirs too because of the Star Fox stuff in October.
Right.
So like, that's a huge fall for Nintendo, man.
right. Leading up to like that's big for holiday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll see how Black Friday goes. Don't know how that's gonna roll out, but that's more guaranteed switches and more games for people's library.
Yeah.
Like from August until December because sorry about that. Because after Just Cause 4, that's on the 4th, and Smash being on the 7th, you probably gonna have about 15 plus Switch games that are must haves.
Mm-hmm.
People are probably gonna flock for right now. Best Buy is the only place that I know that's carrying Dead Cells. People are probably gonna flock to
Amazon is too.
Oh, Amazon. But I think people who want the game like without having to think of Amazon gonna ship their game on time or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was like, I don't know why I wasn't really paying attention to third party stuff. Like, Nintendo has such a packed fall and winter that like, how is anybody going to play everything they want to play on Switch plus the other consoles? There's no way, man. I mean, look, I know like we're kind of in the minority in terms of like Switch is our primary console of play, and we play a lot of Xbox stuff too, and
Right.
PlayStation obviously, but like Switch is our primary console of what we want to play most of the time. And so like how does somebody like that balance their fall? There's so much coming.
There's so exactly. It's just like from like we got what we needed from the spring. From May to December,
It's packed.
that's crazy.
It's packed. Like you think of June starting with Mario Tennis Aces. Like you got Mario Tennis
Yeah.
Aces, Octopath Traveler, Captain Toad, Dark Souls, Monster Hunter, Dead Cells, Hollow Knight, Fortnite just came out today. Like you have all these games, and then you have your winter. Like it's just insane. Like I didn't think we were gonna have another year like this, And then working into next spring, you have that Daemon X Machina game, which we talked about earlier. You
Right.
have Fire Emblem, probably Yoshi, I'm assuming at some point.
Right. We still have the indie reels like Morphe's Law, Flipping Death. We just got Just Shaping Beats, but they could also be updated like War Grooves. Don't
forget the most important indie game, Shovel
Which
Knight
one?
King of Cards.
Shovel Knight King of Cards, and if they drop that as physical, that's the big seller for Switch.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and we still got the amiibo for that. Like, we got tons with Smash being a big hit.
Plus,
Like-
plus limited run games just announced they're releasing one major Switch indie game a month for the rest of the year. Like,
Right, that's 8 games.
I forget what July's is, but Ukulele is August. Like, that's pretty big too, man. A lot of people are waiting on that Ukulele physical edition.
Dude, I have a feeling, and I think me and you talked about this. If N++ get physical to come out in October for $20 or $25,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
people are going to pick that up, even if they still own the game.
Yeah, definitely. So, Nintendo's got a pack fall and a packed winter. You know, what are your guys' favorite games from this sizzle reel? What games are you looking forward to this fall on Switch? Man, this Wolfenstein footage looks amazing too.
Oh, dude, we forgot all about that.
Yeah, I mean, like, it looks really good. And then Mega Man on October 2nd. Like,
yeah,
there's so much to play on Switch that, like, you know, since its launch, nobody has been able to say there's nothing to play on Switch. I just want to point that out. And if you're still saying that, you're insane. You are insane and not paying attention to what's happening. So,
right.
Anyways, what do you guys think about this stuff happening on Switch? What do you think about their fall lineup going into winter? Are you excited for any of these games, all these games, some of these games? Let us know. Leave a comment. If you're watching on Twitch, we're about to break down Smash Brothers. If you're watching on YouTube, click the next video. Like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment, all that stuff. If you're listening on Palblock, we are heading in to our Smash segment, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Bye, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody, for our biggest segment of the show. This is our second to last segment here on today's Palblock. If you're watching live on Twitch, thank you so much for sticking with us. If you are watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. Nerds Gone Rogue's got all kinds of coverage for you this year on E3. We are talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The Super Smash Bros. Game got an official title for Nintendo Switch. I am very excited to talk about this, not only because I am a lapsed Smash Bros. Fan, but more so because of just the amount of work and effort that has gone into this game. Ed, what are your thoughts on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
This game dropped my jaw. It looks beautiful. I love how they reworked everything. They took the template, to me, and this is just my opinion, they took the template of the Wii U version, and I don't know if they fully added everything that's in the 3DS version just yet. But they took the template of the Wii U version, reworked it, added like a lot of changes from technical moves to character looks to when you smash people out or you hit them, you see the smoke, the detail in the backgrounds, and new stages, and echo characters. Besides them now being dark, they call them echo characters. Like, they put in work in this game, and they claim it's a new game, but it's not Smash 5. So this is like version 4.5 for Smash in a way. I like to consider it as a new game plus.
Yeah.
Where they want to consider as a new game, Nintendo has every right to do that. That's fine. I'll consider it as a new game.
It's more of like a greatest hits.
Yes,
I would call it.
I think the plus for me is all the additional work and changes that they put in to make it feel better. And like I said, I'm like, this is not going to be Smash 5. Nintendo wouldn't roll Smash 5 out like this. They didn't do it with the regular Smash, because they was having all, like, when they revealed Smash, and they was dropping all these special character trailers, they would have been doing that at this E3, and they didn't really do that much. We knew the inklings were coming. Only new ones that we seen was Daisy being an echo character of Princess Peach, but like a new trailer for a new character was only Ridley.
Yeah.
And they would have put some, like, if there's gonna be Smash 5, I think Snake would have got a better trailer for his return.
I can't believe Snake is in this. That's amazing. That's so amazing.
And I think they still got more characters that they want to push. Like, I could see a 70 character roster in this game.
Oh yeah, easily. I could see them going all the way up to, like, I mean, I could see them adding. Oops. I could see them adding like probably 10 more characters by the time this game is done. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
I could see them adding characters to just like pat like 75 is a nice round number, right? And
Yes.
I think it allows room to grow the game while keeping everybody happy with bringing back everybody who's ever been in the game.
Yes. Now,
Leaves hope for
I
Sora. Where's my Sora? Where's my Sora?
now I would say they work with a lot of other Japanese developers. Pretty much nobody from the West is in this game. Uh, we got kind of the not trifecta, but we got all the major companies: Nintendo, Konami, Capcom, Bandai Namco. We don't got Koei Tecmo just yet. But I could probably see that happening sometime in the future with Hayabusa. I think that this is just a hypothetical, and it might not even work. While Phil Spencer was in Japan, I think he snuck to Nintendo and talked to them about something. Because I think they're working on something. I think Banjo or somebody from Rare is coming to Smash.
Yeah,
For
I bet
for
I bet there is, now that like the roster is announced and now that like we've gotten everybody that we can possibly think of. I think there's going to be more than 75 characters, but I think they're going to do them in packs. And I bet there is a classic Rare pack where we have Conker, Banjo-Kazooie, and maybe like Joanna Dark to face off against Snake.
Please make it $15. I would pay. Don't you know how much people will pay?
And then you would get music, assist trophies, stages, and 3 characters for $15. You don't think that's whoever thinks that's too much is dumb.
If, like I said, when the service went down for almost 2.5 days, when people was buying Ryu, you don't think this is going to happen for that?
Yeah.
Oh, people would be, Nintendo Microsoft would be crazy for this not to happen.
Yeah.
People will literally pay for that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there has to be. I'm surprised like Nintendo and Phil Spencer and Xbox didn't do some sort of thing. You know, I'm truly surprised. I honestly thought like, I mean, even you could even throw a Battletoad in there for Smash. Like you could have like, what, each of the Battletoads is a separate skin or whatever for the same character. I don't know what you would do, but like, yeah, man, I'm shocked, to be honest with you.
And I think the thing about it is people want Phil Spencer to talk to Nintendo, and people want Nintendo to talk to Microsoft. Like, they're both in such not in need of each other, but they know that could break a little bit of the industry. That will put pressure on Sony, but people will spend that money. It would benefit both companies. It would benefit Bandai Namco, and it literally be like, okay, this right now has become the ultimate fighting game.
Yeah.
Unless they add somebody from SNK.
I mean, they could do that too because they're working with them too.
Yeah. Somewhat probably Fatal Fury will probably be the biggest, and the one with the hat with the hair, like he could come, or someone from Samurai Showdown could come. Like Bando Namco can go to them, or Nintendo could go to them and add them. But if they could get some rare properties that used to be on Nintendo for that, I think it will not only be the ultimate Smash, this would be Ultimate Plus, Ultimate DX.
Yeah.
Like people of course will be at Evo want to watch this, but man, people will tune in like crazy from Evo to see a 8-player all out brawl of like representing companies fighting each other, their main characters that they're known for.
Yeah.
But back to Microsoft, yeah, people will pay that $15 if they want to do $20. At least if they do $20, at least add for one more character and one more stage.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could totally see them doing the DLC route, 'cause like we talked about earlier. I really feel like that this is going to be their games as a service game, and it's smart to do that. But it's also smart to have 65 characters at the starting line, and then you know, I really, man, I just really think that this is going to be their games as a service and a platform where people start to they will download this game and own Smash Brothers forever, and they will just keep adding characters and adding characters and adding characters. You know, that's then every couple years they'll release an Ultimate Edition that comes with all the previously released characters, kind of like what Street Fighter 4 did on Xbox 360, where like, hey, you didn't buy these characters, that's cool, we're gonna put out Super Street Fighter 4 or whatever. You know, like I could totally see them doing that.
And people want Ken to come.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and they could
that's the easy one. Yeah. That's the easy one.
Like they could bring Ken and they could bring their Echo form, Evil Ken and Evil Right. Like I still want to see Orin from Final Fantasy X. Like him and Cloud blading it as a duo, dude.
Yeah, I still want to see Sora. You know, I could totally see Sora popping in there at some point. I don't know. The possibilities are endless still. Like, because they got not only did they get Cloud in Smash 4, but they got him back. They brought Snake back. They've literally brought everybody back, and the possibilities are literally, the doors are wide open for DLC characters.
Yes,
and they would be silly not to have DLC for this game. I guarantee you, there's going to be DLC for this game.
I feel like this. I think a lot of people are going to buy this digitally more than they will do physical.
Yeah.
Because once it hit like 12/01, depending on, I don't know if Nintendo's going to release the game like early that Friday. Like if they release it at midnight or anything, and then like pre-downloads and stuff, and it's ready to go, and you can just play it. But I think people gonna be like, I can't wait for this game to be in the store. I gotta have this game now, and people are going to be battling out. And plus, it's gonna be on a weekend, like from Friday until people are going to be playing that. It's gonna be good to go for Christmas time this year. Yeah, this will be the ultimate fighting game. People's dreams are going to come true. So, great job, Nintendo and Bandai Namco, and. You know, thank you, Konami, for it, like letting them put in Snake. Yeah. We don't know what you're going to be doing for the rest of the games, but Snake.
Yeah, that again. Like the characters open the door. These characters open the door for like new games from these companies too. Like,
yes,
I could totally see some version of Final Fantasy VII coming to Switch now. I could even if it's not the remake, I could see them porting the PC version over. I could see them doing an HD remake of Twin Snakes or bringing the HD collection from Xbox 360 over, you know, of Metal Gear. I could see them, doing some kind of cool, special Sega deal where they get an exclusive Sonic game. Like, I could see all these things happening.
Yeah. And people would be happy for it and they would buy it.
Yeah, definitely. What are your biggest takeaways from this Smash trailer? Like, what are the biggest things you took away from this announcement in these characters and stuff?
Just this roster, and just like it looks faster. Like they kind of sped up the game. They made some decisions to make it easier. And people are going to be learning them. For me, I just like the fact that they have a big roster. Hopefully all the stages are unlocked, and there's 3 variations to each stage. So, the smashes are easier to do. That's a real big thing. That smash is easier to do. Press A and B, and that's it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
we'll find out more about the GameCube control thing. I'm not worried about that, but uh,
I bet they put out new GameCube controllers. Like that one in the image that they showed is
mhm.
clearly a new GameCube controller, not the Wii U ones. It's clearly a new GameCube controller. It said this item will be sold separately. They're coming out. Like, and it's not the Power A licensed one either. It is a Nintendo officially made GameCube controller, which is even more exciting to me. And I hope they do different colors, because black is kind of boring. I want my orange one.
I
I
want
want my
purple and white.
Yeah, I have both of those for my GameCube. I have a white one and an orange one.
Oh, don't worry. Somebody's about to start cut. Once those controllers come, someone's gonna be custom making them with
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah. Yeah. So, uh anyways, I think I think that this game looks great. I cannot wait to try it out. I cannot wait to like just see what happens with this game in the future, not just like in December, but also in probably 6 months after it comes out, a year after it comes out. It's going to be amazing. So,
Yes.
anyways, last thing, Smash, December 7th. What a surprise date that was. I thought it was going to
Well,
come out in October.
they said 2018, so you
I,
know,
I know,
given
but
that game,
I thought it was going to come out in October.
I thought it was gonna come out in November because we didn't have kind of a when I heard all the games that's coming out in October. I think Nintendo wanted to avoid that, and I thought November would be a good date for them. But December, yeah, since it's like the last of the year and nobody's really putting anything out, steal it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. So, anyways, anybody, let me know. Let us know what you think of Super Smash Brothers. Are you excited? What characters do you want to see as DLC? What characters are you excited to see back?
And which character are you gonna main?
Oh, Link. Oh,
Oh, me is Samus.
yeah. I mean, I kind of figured that,
Yeah.
but yeah, let us know what you think of Smash Brothers. I can't wait to play this. I can't wait to like you and Jesse and Jason and everybody at NGR. Like, I can't wait to play people in it. Like, I just can't wait. I cannot.
Oh, we had the an 8-player nerd smash.
Oh my gosh, how crazy would
uh,
that be?
uh,
Oh man. Anyways, let us know what you guys think. If you're listening on Twitch, if you're watching us on Twitch, thank you for sticking with us for so long today. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you guys for joining us. There's one more video that's going up after this. I want to talk about their Nintendo's fall lineup. So if you're listening to us through Pal Block, that's our last segment of the show. Thank you guys for watching. If you're listening on Pal Block, stay tuned. We've got one more segment for you. It won't be too long. I know it's gone pretty long today, but just stick around and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to our last segment here on Nintendo Pal Block's E3 breakdown for Nerds Gone Rogue. Like I said before, this is Nintendo Pal Block's episode for the week. On Sunday when we record next week's episode, we will have Jesse on, and we'll do a whole kind of recap and breakdown of what our favorite parts of not only Nintendo's E3 but everybody's E3. We want to incorporate the other games that we thought looked cool. But for now, Ed and I are going to finish talking about Nintendo's E3 and kind of make that roadmap of what their fall looks like. Now, Ed, I mentioned to you beforehand that I thought Nintendo might have a little bit of a bare fall, but then we started talking and talking more and talking more and realized that this fall might be more packed than last fall. You know, and not just in terms of Nintendo, but in terms of third parties and what they might bring to the table as well this fall, and where Nintendo can kind of position themselves around third parties for the first time in a long time. So,
yes.
How do you think Nintendo's E3 was overall, and what do you think of their fall and winter lineup?
I think this is one of their best E3s. To me, they crushed it with what they showed. They just did a lot, made me laugh. They made me like very excited. They made me drool over like art because I'm sorry, that David Machina, like I have to have that. Like they gave me a lot of must-haves. As for what they're going to be doing this fall, just like you mentioned, last year, they had everything planned from a first party stance. One hit game after another. We got 2 Game of the Year nominations on one system. That's crazy. Like a launch game that got a 10 from majority of outlets, and then Mario Odyssey getting a 10. Now this year, indies and third party, along with some Nintendo games, are able to still take that crown of Game of the Year to give God of War a run for its money. Like we definitely have a lot. And what's good about it is that we have games across different genres that's going to be on Switch, that is going to be everybody's thing. We got fighters, RPGs, strategy games, depending on when Dark Souls get released. We got like a Soul style game coming. We still got indies from last year and this year that's been announced but haven't actually got a release date. We just got stuff for this fall that make you want to pick up a Nintendo Switch, that would make you want to get that physical copy and additional version of, if you want to. Like we got a lot coming this fall. People might as well get ready to upgrade their SD card. FIFA 19 is going to be a big deal because that's going to have online play, and if it plays good just like the other games and people are enjoying it, of course they're going to market better, sir. Trying to market. Hopefully they market it not only in Europe but here also. If they could do that, they succeed on sports. We don't know about NBA 2K and we don't know about wrestling. But if 2K can finally figure out what they needed to do to fix all their problems, if those games are coming to Switch and they run and look better, then we'll be good to go. We'll have sports games covered. Still some arcade games can still be ported.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just got a lot planned, and everybody, we still got Nintendo Directs. We still got surprise announcements for games that we haven't even heard of, and that's going to be probably coming to Switch. Last but not least, and I'll turn it back to you, Corey. If what Steam is doing, and the reason why I say still Steam, if what they're doing is just allowing stuff on there and people don't pay attention to fix the problem, if it gets too cluttered on that and people miss games, they're going to be jumping to Switch to get that game, and that's going to cause Steam a lot of problems.
Yeah, I mean, I think last year's was just a little bit better than this one, just for the sheer shock value of what they showed and announced and everything.
Yeah.
But in terms of like a conference of like breaking everything down in a nice, concise fashion, really kind of delivering on what they said they were going to announce, like Fire Emblem getting dated and shown, great clip. Octopath demo with the carrying over saves, great job. And then them saying, hey, we're focusing on Smash Brothers, and them taking that last 20 minutes to really talk about Smash and what that, really meant for them and everything. Like, what a great job that they did, I feel like. And so, like, I feel like in terms of content, maybe it wasn't as exciting as last year, because last year we got Mario Odyssey, we got Metroid Prime 4, we got Pokemon announcements, that kind of stuff. But in terms of just showing the games that they promised are coming, fantastic job. I thoroughly enjoyed this conference. I'd put it up there with Xboxes. It didn't have the surprises that Xboxes did, but they executed. They kept it concise and clean and informative and fun, and that's all you can ask for, man.
They kept a roll of games going. People thought that the Switch was going to slow down with games, and it has not.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've been saying on Nintendo Party past months, and almost not every show, but sometimes throughout different weeks, games that we didn't expect to be on the system are coming to the system every day. 2 or 3 some indie games are being announced. We might not be interested in playing it, but it's coming to Switch. And so that's going to meet a market, and hearing good stories of those games keeping those companies in business, dude, that is going to continue to roll throughout this fall and throughout this holiday. If you can get a 2 terabyte micro SD card or 4 terabyte, the prices of those come down. People are gifting them for birthday gifts and Christmas presents or whatever, Hanukkah presents. They're gonna have probably, I would say, 400 plus games to choose from, whether it's indie or it's a big game. They're gonna have media experiences. And just with this coming fall, like Monster Hunter Generations for the Monster Hunter crowd, like, then that could get updates and free content. Like, there's gonna be just a lot going on.
Yeah.
And we still, and yes, we're talking about Switch, but we haven't even touched 3DS yet. We don't even know what's happening with that. If it does come to an end by next year, I could completely understand if they're getting ready to roll something out for it.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of stuff that's coming out for Switch, and it's bonkers. Nintendo games and these indies and stuff and Japanese company games, they don't have to go against Call of Duty or anything, because guess what? That might be the talk for the town and everything, but that's for that crowd. These games are for various games, hardcore, casual, people who are ready to try something new and have a big library. You can have Call of Duty all you want, but if I can have a treasure collection, if I can have Monster Hunter, Dragon Ball Fighters, and all this other stuff, yes.
No, I'm just listening. I'm not. Sorry, I didn't mean to do this. I was literally just. Not.
If you can have a various amount of games for an experience on top of the backlog stuff, dude, you're getting value out of your system.
Yeah, I agree. Like we were talking about, we are in the minority of like Switch being our primary console, but for those people who want to play all these cool games that are coming, like, even if 50% of the games aren't for you, that still leaves like 20 games that you're going to want to play on this system this fall. Like, just think about it. And there's just so much coming to the system that you cannot ignore it. You just can't ignore it.
Exactly. And
guess what? Only like from now until the end of the year, only like 7 or 8 of them are Nintendo games. All the rest are indie, third party, and like really cool experiences that you could get anywhere else, but with the uniqueness of the Switch, it makes it fun to take with you. You know,
And
Hollow Knight,
it,
Wolfenstein. I wish I had like the full
hold on.
list of games coming
And,
in front of me.
and this is the crazy part. Nicholas has added more games and plan to add more.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas has been a big. They have started small, but they have become like almost a major indie publisher, and they're still looking to do that for Nintendo games. People are still buying those physical copies.
Yeah.
And you don't have that. You know that people are anticipating this game and they could say, "Oh, this game has done well digitally, so we're able now to produce a physical copy," and people will still go and get the physical, even if they're on the game.
Yeah.
When you're double dipping on one system, like I expect, and this is just me, I expect, because I talk about this game called Iconoclast. It came out for PlayStation 4. I don't know how well it did. I don't think a lot of people gave it a talk, but the game did get announced for Switch. I think, and this is personally me, if that game comes out this fall and people get an idea of this game, I think it's going to sell better on Switch than it do on PlayStation 4. And
Hey guys,
that
we're
is
back.
going to tell
We're
that
talking about
person, and that person is going to be surprised, the developer who did it, because it was like one person who made this game. He's going to be like, I can't believe this game on Switch sold 3 times better than PlayStation 4 and PC.
Yeah.
And we're going to be looking for those stores. But yeah, this fall, there's stuff packed for August, September. Super Mario Party in October is going to be just a hilarious time. I want to see streams of it. Like, I want to see on Twitch people are playing that game and having fun. Pokemon, Let's Go Pikachu, there's probably going to be stories about that. And then Smash, just killing December. Like, there's so much more.
They have such a huge lineup this fall. Like, let's start with now, right? Okay, I'm just gonna name big games. This isn't including indies or anything, right? Because there's so many cool indies coming. June, Mario Tennis Aces. July, Captain Toad, Octopath Traveler. Crash, I think, comes out in July. Oh, I forgot June. Wolfenstein 2. So June you got. Oh, Crash comes out in June too. Okay, so in June you have Mario Tennis Aces, Crash Insane Trilogy, Wolfenstein, and Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2. July,
yes,
you have Octopath Traveler, Captain Toad. August, you have, let's say Dark Souls comes out in August. Dark Souls and Monster Hunter. September, you have the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC, which is pretty big, and I'm sure they're going to push something else into there too. October, Mario Party, Mega Man. There's one other one in October, but November you have Pokemon, and December you have Smash. Tell me that's not a killer lineup for your fall.
Exactly. And people who own Splatoon 2, they were supposed to end updates this month or next month. They extended that to December.
Yeah. So, I mean, and
that's free content right there.
Yeah. And then that also, like, you think that ends in December, and then you think about the spring. You got Yoshi, you got Fire Emblem, you have possibly in 2019, possibly Bayonetta 3 and Metroid Prime 4, mixed with maybe a Mario Maker announcement or that Star Fox Racing game. Like, when does it end? How does it end? Like, where does it end? You know, it's just
right.
It's so awesome. Like, it just makes me so happy right now to be a Nintendo fan. Because, like, you know, with like Wii U, like, we got fantastic games on Wii U, but we didn't get them like this. We didn't get them every 5 seconds.
Exactly. And there still could be ports. Like everybody is holding out for Tokyo Mirage Session.
Yeah.
And that would be big on Switch because it came out on Wii U and it didn't get the promotion that it should have got. And people, they loved the trailer, but they just didn't go out and get it. Surprisingly for me, it was actually hard to find Tokyo Mirage because it wasn't sold out. There wasn't enough prints for it, and I didn't want to get it digitally. Then I found it at Target, and I'm so happy I got the last copy.
Right. That's a game that was one game I'm surprised was not announced today to hold us over for Fire Emblem. Was a port of that, like a port of that, and a port of Wonderful 101 were two things I was expecting today, and it didn't happen.
Yeah. And before we even go on, we got Nintendo's online service that's going to give you 20 classic NES games.
Right.
That's going to be switched. That's going to be switched out throughout the year.
Jeez, I forgot about that, to be honest with you.
For $20, if you care to get that for a year.
Yeah. That's insane. I forgot about that, to be honest with you. That's insane. 20 NES games with online functionality. Man. That's a good time, let me tell you. So that's kind of a look at Nintendo's fall lineup. It's a stacked lineup again. It doesn't have Mario or Zelda, but it's got Smash. It's got Pokemon, which arguably are bigger than both of those franchises at in one way or another. You know, like you got Monster Hunter coming, which a lot of people upset it's not Monster Hunter World, but you're getting a Monster Hunter. You're getting Dark Souls. You're getting a new Mega Man game, which is awesome. You're getting a freaking Mario Party, which is an awesome game to break up the time. Into, like, for me, I think Mario Party is the game to prepare people for Smash for some reason. Like, allow people to get that game. You guys start fiddling around, figuring out how to use the multiplayer stuff. Like, and then Smash comes out, and it's just like it's on.
And I won't even count out Bethesda. Them sneaking dudes got something planned.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, when I was at PAX, the Panic Button guy told me as much. Which I think that Wolfenstein Youngblood expansion, I think that's what they're working on. I think that's what they're working on. Like after they get Wolfenstein 2 out, they're gonna start work on that right away. That and Doom.
I think they're going to have two games from it. I think Dishonor or Prey. I think a Dishonor collection on Switch would do that game straight justice.
Yeah.
Because Dishonored 2 didn't get no kind of love. But if they could get that whole collection of 1 and 2 and their DLC, like a package thing on Switch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking, honestly, Doom and the Wolfenstein expansion are shoo-ins. Like, I really do. I really think Doom Eternal is coming to Switch as well.
It has to.
Like, it's running on the same engine. I don't see Rage coming. I don't see Fallout 76 coming for obvious reasons, but Doom and Wolfenstein are shoo-ins. I could almost 100% guarantee you those two games are going to be in the October Direct or December, whatever that one late in the year is going to be.
Dude, when Bethesda is thanking all its fans and saying #Doom, let's get Doom to 1 million. When Bethesda is doing that, not for any other company, but for Nintendo. When Bethesda is doing that, they know that Doom Eternal has to come.
Yeah, and I wouldn't put it past them to put I wouldn't put it past Iron Galaxy to be porting like Fallout 3 or New Vegas to Switch, probably 3.
Right.
Because they got Skyrim running on there really good, and I could see them doing Fallout 3 at some point. So if Iron Galaxy's doing that and Panic Button's doing Wolfenstein, Youngblood, and Doom Eternal, I mean Bethesda's support right there, like, and then you got FIFA coming, you've got NBA 2K coming, so that's gonna appease your sports fans. No Madden, of course, just unparalleled.
They have a reason for the Madden thing, and everybody was just like, that's the stupidest reason that they could give.
Yeah, they're like, we want to get our game in front of everybody, but we have no plans for Switch. I was like, come on, man. That's you literally just contradicted yourself in the same sentence. Like, just be honest, man. You don't want to put it on Switch, don't put it on Switch. Just be honest, man. That's why nobody likes EA. They're not honest with people.
Right. Oh, so Damon X Machina details destructible environments, full retail game, multiplayer news to follow. This is from Nintendo Everything. They just posted that like a few minutes ago.
Nice. But yeah, I really cannot wait to see this lineup. Oh, Starlink also with the Star Fox stuff is in October. That was the other October game.
Yes.
That was the other October game. So, I mean, if Nintendo and Ubisoft market that as a Star Fox game, like, man.
Oh, Corey, you were right.
What?
Xenoblade 2, Torn of the Golden Country, it's got its own box art.
It does?
Yep.
Wait.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torn of Golden Country box art pre-orders open.
Send it. What? Oh, it's like a new game?
Nintendo Everything. It's on Nintendo Everything. They got a box for it. And they got a box for Luigi's Mansion, so.
Oh, for the 3DS?
Yeah.
Surprised we didn't see any 3DS stuff today. Like, none. 0 3DS stuff today. Even in Treehouse.
But, they may have something.
We'll see 3DS tomorrow, I feel like.
We gotta see
people want Luigi's Mansion. People want to see that. People want to see Mario, the new Mario and Luigi remake. Where is this? Oh yeah, there's the Luigi's Mansion box art. That looks cool. I'm into it. I want to know what this is. Is this really like? Man, this is interesting. New turn of events. This Xenoblade Chronicles 2 adventure is marketed as its own game.
It looks like it.
That's going to be way bigger if Nintendo Life ever wants to load it up. But
so, Bendy and the Ink Machine coming to Switch in October. I think that's a new indie game. Dang, they got a lot of stuff on Nintendo Everything. Like, where y'all get the stuff at?
Behind closed doors demos.
Yeah, I think a lot. They got some stuff. Like Teen Sonic Racing. They got a Medieval. All of New Blood's interactive games are coming to Switch. I think we talked about that. Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm excited to see the rest of the week for this. Due to scheduling and stuff, we're recording Nerds Gone Rogue late this week. So there's not going to be a Friday episode, but we already kind of warned you that our podcast schedule is going to be weird this week because of E3. So check out Arsenal X's E3 kind of breakdown of Bethesda and EA as well as the Xbox conference. Ed did a great job putting that together. Check out our other content. We've got a ton of watch-alongs, a ton of streams, and video on demand for you to watch. This has been a long day of podcasting, but Ed, I'm really excited that we did this. I'm really excited that E3 is here and gone. It was a fantastic ride, just like it is every year. I cannot wait to play a lot of these games, and Switch is going to be the one that I'm playing the most now because the E3 was like the last big benchmark of like, okay, we've got this event, and then the baby's coming. E3 was that last big event, and I'm like, so I'm excited to play a lot of these games.
And everybody, just to let you know, we still got Tokyo Game Show, and the reason why I say that, a lot of other developers
and
might be bringing games to Japan. And Gamescom, yeah, a lot of developers are bringing games that will probably be shown there. Some of them might get a Western release. Some of them might get announced. And if you know how to do the import thing for your digital version, you can get it there.
Plus, you know what they could show at Tokyo Game Show? Dragon Quest XI for next year. And you know they also might be saving.
Yeah, we didn't even get the Shin Megami Tensei. What 4, 5?
Yep.
And
Shin
that was
Megami Tensei. Tokyo Game Show would be a great place to announce Tokyo Mirage Sessions port to Switch.
Yeah.
And get that in December. Get that in December with Smash.
We didn't get the Resident Evil 5, 7 Cloud. We didn't get that announcement. Something is planned.
Yeah, something's going on.
Something is coming.
So,
because Atlas not showing anything this year.
Dude, I mean,
everybody.
we've got Gamescom. We've probably got 2 or 3 major Nintendo Directs the rest of the year. We've got Tokyo Game Show, and we've got the Game Awards to look forward to. So, there's still a lot to look forward to this year. E3 was a blast. We still have 2 more podcasts to talk about E3. Nerds Gone Platinum's doing their podcast tonight. We're doing our E3 recap on Sunday, and then Nerds Gone Rogue on Monday. Monday's episode will be all about E3. Every single conference, every single game that we liked, disliked, conference stuff. So, yeah, it was exciting. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us on Twitch. Remember to follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/NGR Radio. Thank you for watching all of our content here on youtube.com/NGR Radio. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at NGR Palblock. Download Nintendo Palblock every single Tuesday and Friday right here on your podcast service of choice. And like, subscribe, and share to our YouTube page. We'd really appreciate it. Check out our breakdowns, our individual breakdowns of all the games. Check out all of our content. Check out our family of podcasts, our Let's Plays, Squad Goals, Royale with Cheese. Got a new game to play, sort of. Really excited to test out that crossplay with Fortnite. Check out everything. Nerds Gone Rogue does a lot of stuff, and we would really appreciate your support with that subscribe. So check us out.
Yes.
Ed, where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at ThatRetroCode, and you can check out my podcast, Optional Opinion, on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, and other podcast apps. I have some episodes that did a recap a lot of the conferences, so you guys could check that out. Hear some cool music in the background as I talk about all the games that was announced, and give my kind of thoughts and reviews for it. So do you guys check that out?
Yeah, nice. Ed has done a lot for Optional Opinion, so really go check that out. There's a lot going on over there. I commend you, man. That's a lot of work. But you can find me at CoreyNHD on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Nerds Gone Rogue and a plethora of other content here on the channel. Check it out. Download our family of podcasts, especially this week with a bunch of E3 coverage. Really proud of everybody for everybody's hard work this week, especially, you, me, Ed, and Jesse on the Xbox stuff, and, Nerds Gone Platinum whenever their stuff is going up. I'm really happy with how E3 went this year. Anyways,
yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Download our podcast. Rate us. Check out ngrradio.com for all of our content. And until next time, we love you.
Bye, everybody. E3! Yes!
Enjoy the rest of E3, everybody.